Welcome back to the Daily Aztec Sports Talk, or when we're here, as we like to call it, Jay and May Today. I'm Mayor Polad,
I'm Jacob Cisneros.
and we're going to be talking about sports, as the name says today. So, one of the biggest sports at SDSU is football. Not the soccer version, but the American football version. So, that's going to be the first sport we're covering today.
So the San Jose State men's football team is going to be taking on San Jose State. That's actually my hometown, and they're both top of the conference in the Mountain West, both coming in 3-3 overall. And this is a San Jose State team that gives up 227 rushing yards a game, so it's going to be a big performance for Pumphrey. We'll see how his ankle holds up. I know it held up well against
Yeah, he
Hawaii.
did pretty well against Hawaii. You know, the Aztecs came away with the win there. So it'll be definitely interesting to see how he does against a Spartans team that hasn't been able to hold the running game down too well so far.
Yeah, look for them to use Pumphrey early and often, and then try to get the early lead and let the defense do its job.
So it'll be exciting to see how they do this weekend up in San Jose. Another sport that's going to be going on this weekend, actually here in SDSU, there's a lot of home games this week, but a lot of soccer going to be going on.
Yeah, there's two soccer doubleheaders this weekend. Friday, the men's team plays Cal at 4 o'clock, and the women's team plays Fresno State at 7. And then Sunday, the men's team plays number 3 in the nation, Stanford, at 11:30, and then the women's team plays San Jose State at 2:30. And just a note on Stanford, coming in number 3 in the nation, they have a star forward, Jordan Morris. He's been all-team Pac-12, 2013, 2014. He's had some stints with the U.S. men's national team, so it'll be interesting to see how the Aztecs do against him defensively.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player. As you said, plays for the men's national team, so he's one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
Really fun to watch, so we'll definitely be looking for that this weekend. The women's soccer, as Jacob said, is going to be playing here, and they've found a lot of success recently. They're currently riding a 5-game winning streak in which they've outscored their opponents 14-1. So it's not just their offense that's been carrying them, but their defense has really been holding it down as well. So we'll have to see if they can continue that success at home. They're undefeated currently, 6-0. So we definitely going to want to see if they can make it 8-0 this weekend.
Those will definitely be two great matchups to watch, so be sure and come out and support them. And moving on, as far as the women's volleyball team, they've kind of had a rough patch. They're 5-13 overall, but they just complete a huge, long road trip, so I'm sure they're happy to be home. They're taking on Boise State tomorrow at 1 on Saturday at 1. And they're still kind of a young team, so they're trying to find some consistent play. They are coming off a win against Fresno State, 3-2. So we'll see if they can use that momentum going forward.
Exactly. We'll definitely want to see if they can continue to improve and end their season on a high note for sure. Then the last sport that we're going to be talking about is men's tennis. They held the Aztec Fall Invitational just this last weekend and found some success there. Freshman Raul de la Torre ended up making it and winning the end of the singles consolation bracket. So there's also some success in doubles, but some players weren't there because they were in Tulsa for the men's championship there, which it's a national tournament, and one of the players there, junior Hendrik Jebens, ended up finding a lot of success because to get to the main tournament, you need to make it past the qualifying rounds, and he ended up being the only Mountain West athlete to get past and play in the actual legitimate tournament. And he ended up losing his first match, won his second, and then lost his third in the consolation to knock him out. But he definitely had a fantastic showing. He's ranked 112th in the country for singles. Another player that was there was Freddie Gelbich, who's ranked number 72nd or 73rd, I believe. And together as a doubles pair, they're ranked 31st in the country. So there's a lot of talent there, and they're going to be traveling up to Malibu up north in the regional championships this weekend. So we'll definitely want to see how they do there. There's tennis powerhouses like UCLA and USC who are ranked number 15th and number 7th respectively. So there's a lot of good talent up there, and it's going to be really exciting to see how they do because they're definitely one of the better programs here for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely big for the program. We'll see how the two of them perform in the tournament.
Exactly, and there's a lot of other talent there, but that's going to do it for the Daily Aztec Sports Talk this week. I'm Mayor.
I'm Jacob.
And we're one of your groups of hosts, so we don't know when we'll be back. Maybe next week, it may be in a month, but when we are, you're going to want to make sure to tune in. So,
all right, take care, Aztecs.
And see you next time.